Welcome and happy 4th of July. I know I'm a little late, but it wasn't supposed to be like that. I just forgot 4th of July was a thing. So, happy 4th. Happy 250 years to America. That's, a good amount of candles on the cake. Might have to call the fire department for that one, but happy 250, happy 4th. The last time I did this, I had like an update kind of thing, but I don't have that. I don't want to jinx it, but things are going really smoothly right now, and I don't need to change anything. The channel's fine. Videos are, coming out on a halfway decent schedule. Everything's like working, so no update. So I figured instead of update, I would talk about the natural world's fireworks, which in my mind is lightning for some reason. I don't know. There's a lot of things where you could say that, or there's a lot of things in nature that you could call nature's fireworks, I guess, but for me it's definitely lightning, especially like thunderstorms and stuff. And for some reason I've also kind of been super interested in thunderstorms and natural disasters. So, technically, my interest aligned and we get to talk about nature's firework. Um so in my small interest dive into, lightning and thunderstorms, I first found out, how lightning works, how thunderstorms are created, whatever and whatnot. It's not that amusing. There's no, like, fun fact I can throw out there that, like, really popped out at me. But, what I didn't know is that lightning and thunder actually happen at the same time, and you only see the lightning first because light travels faster than sound. So what happens, I'm gonna paraphrase here. What happens is that within a cloud, uh, particles or charges, positive and negative charges, will get separated to where the positive charge is toward the top of the cloud and the negative charge is toward the bottom. What happens is, because a negative charge wants to combine with a positive charge, the negative charge from the bottom of the clouds comes down toward the earth so it can meet with its positive charge. When the positive and negative charge hits, it creates a bolt of electricity, and that's what we see as lightning. Well, from that, because lightning can heat up the air around it to 30,000 degrees Celsius, or 57-ish thousand Fahrenheit. Yes, I believe that was the number. 30,000 Celsius, 57,000 Fahrenheit. The air expands rapidly, and so because of that whole reaction, when the air expands rapidly, it creates a booming effect. I believe, yeah, I think I'm paraphrasing that correctly. And so lightning and thunder happen at relatively the same time. You just see the lightning first and you hear the thunder afterwards. Kind of like a firework. If you are watching fireworks from a great distance, you will see the firework pop and you'll see the color before you hear the sounds. Or like a plane flying overhead, you'll see the plane before you hear the plane. Stuff like that. So, in my journey to learn not just about thunderstorms and lightning, but about the different events and phenomena that can occur with, like, lightning, I found that similarly to just clouds, volcanoes, when they erupt, can have the same effect, which causes volcanic lightning within the ash clouds. It looks so cool. I think it probably looks a lot better than actual lightning, but that's only because it's rare. I think it would be more normalized and uh less exciting to see volcanic lightning if, it was as common as regular lightning, which is obviously beautiful in its own right because lightning is incredible and it can create a lightning storm effect because of the different types of lightning. So there are that I know of 3 different types of lightning that can occur, and it's cloud to ground lightning, which is the basic stuff where it, hits the ground. And then there's cloud to cloud lightning, which is the pretty one that you normally see where it like crackles across the sky. And then there's ball lightning, which I'm not too familiar with that one, but I think the one that like people tend to photograph the most and tend to associate with like beauty the most, probably because it's not as dangerous as cloud to ground lightning, is cloud to cloud lightning. Um and it is really pretty. Another event that I saw when researching is there's an event where a thunderstorm can like not dissipate but collapse, where the air that it has rushes down to the ground and creates a dust storm, or when the air becomes really cold, like it suddenly cools in the clouds, that can collapse a thunderstorm and then it would rush down and create a dust storm, which is very interesting. There is a thing that I was researching that I couldn't find too much information about from like reliable sources, but supposedly when tornadoes hit and come along with a thunderstorm, lightning can become entangled within the tornado, essentially causing the tornado to light up or glow in a sort of way. Which researching or trying to research that, I also stumbled across the fact that the sky sometimes turns green before a tornado, which I didn't research too much into because I didn't want to get too off topic. But apparently, according to uh, one source, it is because of light refraction. Mm, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but basically the sky is blue, the clouds are blue, but when a tornado hits, oh my gosh, when a thunderstorm brings a tornado at sunset, the red and the blue make a greenish color. I don't know how that works, but or like an orange, yellow, whatever. Supposedly that's it. But I would love to actually look into that more, especially since I have been seeing a lot of things on Hydra Theory, and that has some, green tornado-ish stuff happening there. Um, but back to what I was saying, uh, another event that is not tornado, well, technically tornado adjacent, but also thunderstorm adjacent, is I found this weird phenomena that happens with hurricanes, which is not lightning, but it is a natural disaster that does bring on a tropical storm sometimes. So, like I said, lightning adjacent. Um, it's where two hurricanes can rotate around the same center, and they call it like dancing, I believe. And so sometimes they can like throw each other off course, so it messes with the predictions, or they can combine into a larger hurricane. I thought that was pretty cool. So, interesting stuff. I mean, I didn't dive too far into storms and stuff. I was kind of just looking for phenomena and events and how lightning works, the temperatures it can reach, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, just some fun facts. Again, I didn't mean for this to be late, but happy 4th of July. I hope that if you get to encounter the natural world's firework, then you take into account what it does and what it can do, and you know, the different types of lightning and stuff, and you know, take with these fun facts where you will or whatever. Anyway, yeah, short video, but happy 4th, happy 250th to America, and thank you for sitting down, thank you for watching, and thank you for hopefully enjoying as much as I did. I hope you enjoyed the storm fun facts, and I will see you in the next one.